FA Cup third round replay. But right now it's time to look back at last night's Harp Lager FAI Cup first round replay between Shelbourne and Shamrock Rovers at Talca Park. Well, unlike Sunday when conditions at the RDS were anything but suitable for good football, both the pitch and the weather held up well last night. Well, 2 minutes gone in the game and Carl Gannon had the first shot in anger for Shamrock Rovers, but Alan Goff had that one covered all the way. Well, as far as the chances were concerned, most fell to Shelbourne in the first 45 minutes. The ball kept in play well there by Stephen Geoghegan. The shot from Gary Howlett, but well seen all the way by Alan O'Neill in the Shamrock Rovers goal. Howlett always creative at midfield for Shelbourne. Well, Shamrock Rovers now trying to start another attack, but Gino Brazil robbed there. The ball falling now to Tony Sheridan. And it's with David Tilson now. Tilson with the shot, and well saved again by O'Neill. Ray Duffy with the clearance. That's laid off by Geoghegan. It comes to Brian Flood now with David Tilson, who's doing well down the left-hand side tonight. Well, Brian Flood intercepted there by Terry Eveston. Flood lays it back. Onto it comes David Tilson. Tilson with another chance. He shoots, and just wide of Alan O'Neill's right-hand post. Well, when we see that again, I'm sure we'll see that David Tilson had a little bit more time than he probably thought there. In plenty of space. Struck it quite well, but just wide. All the pressure coming from Shelbourne at this stage of the game. Eveston. Well, he loses out there to Tony Sheridan. Ray Duffy with the challenge there. The ball coming in from Howlett. It's now with Tony Sheridan. Sheridan with the shot. A left-footed shot, but he pulls it wide. Well, the chances coming fast and furious now to Shelbourne, but they've yet to capitalise. Sheridan to David Smith. Smith, can he find anybody now? Tries to pull it across, but that's intercepted by John Toll. But it comes back out to David Smith. Here's Sheridan. Sheridan linking up well with Smith. Now a chance for Tony Sheridan to swing one in. He pulls it back. Onto it comes Brian Flood. Super strike, it's there! Well, they took their time in getting the opener. They've had 3 clear-cut chances in the last few minutes, but Brian Flood finally capitalises. A wonderful strike after some excellent work out on that right-hand touchline. Well, that was David Smith laying it back to Tony Sheridan. Some wonderful play between those two. And what awareness by Sheridan as he pulls it back into the path of Brian Flood. And you won't see many goals better than that. Here we see it once again. Beautifully laid back into the path of Flood. And he made no mistake with that side-footed shot. Plenty of power. And that gives Shelbourne a 1-0 lead. Mick Neville with the clearance upfield. Away by John Toll. That's Declan Geoghegan. David Tilson. And Gary Howlett pushing it through for Stephen Geoghegan. Oh, and it's just wide of the post, but the linesman has his flag up on the far side. He was offside anyway, it wouldn't have counted. David Tilson out of the action. And in making a welcome return to the Shelbourne side is Mark Rutherford after a long absence through injury. So there goes the half-time whistle here at Talca Park, and Shelbourne go in at the break, leading by 1-0. Well, Shamrock Rovers had their best period of this FAI Cup Harp Lager first round replay early in the second half. Mounting another attack here, that's laid off by Terry Eveston. Porrick Dully doing extremely well there to Rob McNeville. Rod DeCour now laying it back to McGrath. McGrath misses the shot, but it falls to Toll. Oh, and it was Ray Duffy's interception there that kept it out. Let's see that again. It comes back to McGrath. He had the first time effort, intercepted by Flood. Onto it comes John Toll. Struck the ball beautifully, but Ray Duffy just getting his head in the way to keep that out. 1-0 it remains to Shelbourne. Well, an unfortunate incident there involving Ray Duffy as he tried to clear the ball. He came in contact with Leonard Curtis, and Curtis is down injured. Let's hope it's not too serious. Looked to be accidental on Duffy's part. Now the free kick to be taken by John Toll. Places the ball. A quick one by Toll. McGrath's in behind the wall, but he fails to make contact. That's one they obviously worked on at the training ground. Didn't quite come off, though, and it's back with Alan Goff. See it again, the quick free kick from John Toll. McGrath got in behind the wall. Wasn't picked up, but unfortunately didn't make the necessary contact. This is Derek Tracy now for Shamrock Rovers. Surrounded by Shelbourne players, but he manages to squeeze it through. Dully with the cross. But away by Ray Duffy. John Toll again looking for the shot. He has one. Well struck, but well saved once again by Alan Goff in the Shelbourne goal. Well, the clearance was made by Ray Duffy. It fell kindly for John Toll, lined it up, struck it beautifully, but Goff was in the right place to make the save. Dully with the cross. That's cleared away. It comes back out to Porrick Dully, though. Here's Tracy free on the right-hand side. McGrath for John Toll. His cross comes in. Oh, and Rovers again unable to capitalise. That was another good chance. Watch it again. It comes in from John Toll. Took a slight deflection there off Greg Costello. But unfortunately, nobody there to make the vital contact. Smith finds Gagan. Here's Greg Costello now. Sheridan. Gagan again. Slight misunderstanding there between Sheridan and Gagan, but it's with David Smith now. He was involved in the opener. And here's Gagan. Now he's through. The shot, and well saved at the near post by Alan O'Neill. Gagan deciding to take it on himself. Good work once again by David Smith. He's been involved in a lot of the action tonight. It went through to Gagan, but Alan O'Neill had it well covered. From the corner kick, the ball comes across. And now Brian Flood coming onto it, score of that first half goal. Flood with a shot, but well saved by